Hello, and my name is Edwin Edebiri, and I am the Chief Happiness Officer with the I Am Happy Project and also the Happy Neighborhood Project. I want to say thank you for joining us this morning for another episode of Happy Monday. I do this call every Monday to kind of help people get a jump start on the week. I read across so many different research and studies that shows just all the kind of stuff, especially bad stuff, that happen on Monday morning just because. Well, guess what? We can change that one person at a time. So I've been doing this just to kind of inspire people to have something to look forward to, something exciting every Monday, and then also give you some very practical tips that can help you throughout the week and throughout the month and maybe even throughout the rest of your life. So let's start. Today, folks, I'm going to be focusing on giving and happiness. Yeah, giving and happiness. Giving and happiness. Now, there's so many things we can give. You know, we can talk about money, we can talk about time and effort and energy and support, emotion, all kind of stuff. As far as giving makes us happier than receiving. And I've always said that. I mean, you know, without giving, nobody can receive. Okay, so receiving begins with giving. So giving makes us happier than receiving. In fact, it can create a feedback loop of happiness in our life. So helping others reach your goal, you know, brings joy into us. And for those people that I've worked with, we just completed a 79-day challenge. We started January 1 and they ended March 20th, which was the International Day of Happiness. I know that a lot of people benefited from that because I benefited tremendously just being able to mentor people through that period. So I definitely understand, you know, helping people reach their goal brings joy to you. And it doesn't have to be a 79-day challenge. It could be a small goal that you have somebody to reach also. You know, just helping other people make progress, you know, bring joy to you. Doing nice things for others, you know, today can literally make you happier for the rest of the week. And in some cases for the rest of the month. You know, so when you kind of look at it like that, folks, it's really, really simple. And I try here when I come to this call and to support a lot of the things that I'm talking with science, with study. So I'm going to give you a few of those. You know, a 2008 study by Harvard Business School professor Michael Norton and colleagues found that giving money to someone else lifted participant happiness more than spending it on themselves, even though those, you know, the participants predicted that spending on themselves will make them happier. So even though we think spending on ourselves will make us happier, but actually giving to people make us happier. That was what the study, you know, found. Now, here is another study about giving, and this time it's not even giving of money, okay? You know, a wide range of research has linked different forms of generosity to better health, even among sick and elderly people, okay? So there was a study in 1999 that was led by Doug Orman of the University of California, Berkeley, not very far from where we are here, okay? And they found that elderly people who volunteered for two or more organizations were 44% less likely to die over a 5-year period than were non-volunteers. Even after controlling for their age, exercise habits, general health, and negative health habits like smoking. Stephanie Brown of the University of Michigan saw similar results in 2003 study on elderly couples. She and her colleagues found that those individuals who provided practical help to friends, relatives, or neighbors, or gave emotional support to their spouses had a lower risk of dying over a 5-year period than those who did not. Now, interestingly, receiving help wasn't linked to a reduced death risk. So again, folks, we thought, just by giving, this is something that I've also learned is that a lot of the common sense stuff is really true. Common sense. Think about it, folks. And I go to visit hospitals. I go to visit schools and work with youth and even adult and seniors, okay? I enjoy that. In short, part of the thing that I didn't even know then that kind of prepared me for what I am doing now was back in the 80s when I was going to college, and I worked for 2 years in a convalescent home. Folks, I did not even have no clue that all of those years of experience will come to really help in what I'm doing now and build me to the kind of human being that I am today. It was just a job that I got because I wanted to get out of working outside in Boston. You come from Africa and you're going to start working outside in Boston during winter. It was not a lot of fun. So I went to look for inside job. That was my specific. It had to be inside job, no security guard anymore, But going to work at that job, I still remember some of my friends, they were laughing at me like, hey, you stink when you come out of there, and all this kind of stuff. But I'm telling you, the experience that I got from that 2 years of working in that convalescent home, wow. So the key is this for giving. Giving definitely enhances your life. Even you look at kids in hospitals that are really, really sick, and they still manage to be able to go give something to other kids who are sick also. Their attitude changes, their recovery rate changes, everything just changes. So now here is a little caution as I wind down, this session about giving and happiness, okay? You always have to be able to manage it. If you're going to get irritated, if you're going to get mad because you're thinking you give too much, then reduce your giving. Okay, then reduce your giving. I had the opportunity to speak to the California Association of Caregivers, some time ago, and I learned a new phrase called compassion fatigue. Okay, don't put yourself in a position where giving become a negative because you think you're giving too much of yourself. Or if you set yourself up that you're waiting for immediate return, and then, of course, you don't get it, and people seem like they don't appreciate your giving, and you start getting mad, then that defeats the whole purpose. You're supposed to give because giving promotes cooperation and giving promotes social connections. Okay, in short, one of the other studies that was found is that when you give, right, it always almost makes people give you something. When you give, you are more likely to get back. Several studies, including work by sociologists Brent Simpson and Rob Wheeler, have suggested that when you give to others, your generosity is likely to be rewarded by others down the line. Sometimes by the person you gave to, but sometimes by someone else completely. So here is my caution, and it's two parts to this caution. Number one is this. If you're feeling like you're giving too much, then pull back a little bit. Pull back is okay, pull back. Because the whole idea is that you're supposed to be refreshing. Okay, it's not like a labor, that you're giving and giving and giving and giving, and you're going to pass out giving. That doesn't make sense, okay? So pull back, you can do that. Now, on the other side, though, if you feel guilty that you're not giving enough, then increase your giving. So either way, you are the person that's in the center. If you're not giving enough, increase that. Today you can set a goal that, you know what, I've not done any volunteer work for the last year or last 5 years or last 10 years, or I never even think about it. Well, today you can change that, and during lunch, go and volunteer just 1 hour, just 1 hour. If you think of it 1 hour like that, then it's not too complicated. It's not too difficult. Don't talk about commitment now. Just say, hey, you know what? I've got an hour. Who can I give this hour to today? This is a very precious hour that I've got. This is my own hour. I've got it. Who can I give this hour to today? I mean, just the process of even finding what to do with that 1 hour, who to give it to, that can even be fun by itself, So I encourage you, and I challenge you to do that. And then whoever receives that 1 hour is going to be blessed by that 1 hour. Whatever is your talent, we all have talents and ability that we can give away that can enhance somebody else. You could be a mentor. Like I said, I'm mentoring a young guy. He's a boxer, and we meet once a week on Friday. And he look forward to meeting with me. He comes to my office, and I enjoy it. I look forward to meeting with him. Folks, just 1 hour, a week. And he helps him, guess what? I feel rejuvenated too. So it's a win-win situation. So you pick somebody and say, you know what? I got this precious 1 hour. I'm going to give it to this person. And that's how it starts. Now, you might get addicted to it, and you might increase it to 2 hours, and you might increase it to 3 hours. Over a month, you might end up doing 5 or more hours. For folks, it just starts with a simple thing. And then the same thing with money. Some people might say, I don't have money to give. Folks, this is something that I have found out, and there's a universal law to that too. If you keep thinking you don't have money, I don't know what's in my throat. Just a second. Okay. Excuse me. If you keep thinking you don't have money to give, folks, I'm telling you, maybe you need to just stop yourself and just reverse that thinking. Because maybe your thinking of not having money to give might be drastically contributing to you not truly having money to give. So maybe, again, challenge yourself for this week and say, you know what? I have $1 to give. Who am I going to give this dollar to, this precious dollar of mine? Who am I going to give it to today? And get excited. Just the process of thinking about giving $1 away might get you really excited. Remember this, though. It says that your generosity is likely to be rewarded by others down the line. That's the key. It's down the line. Now, you don't even have to give because you think somebody is going to give back to you. The universe fixed that. The universe fixed that. You don't have to worry about that. You just give because you have to give. You have time to give. You have money to give. You have everything to give because you have giving mentality. And guess what? That giving mentality leads to surplus mentality. That's what I have. I have more than I need for my life, for what I need. I have plenty to give. And I hope you are in that situation too. So that's what we're going to talk about today is giving and happiness. Now, you can always come back and listen to this by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to Ask the CHO. So that's ASKTHECHO. All one. Well, in YouTube, if you type it to YouTube, it's separate word, Ask the CHO. So ASKTHECHO. Type it into YouTube search, and the channel will come. Subscribe. And please do us a favor, share it with people, so that way you're spreading happiness in your own little way. So that's what I got for this morning. As part of our tradition, we have to wish each other a happy Monday, because whatever you focus on is going to grow, and I encourage you to focus on happiness. So, a count of 2, we say happy Monday. 1, 2, I got to unmute this stuff, otherwise I will not hear you guys. All right. Okay, so now we try it again. 1, 2.
Happy Monday.
Love and light.
All right, thank you guys.
Love and light.